Welcome back to Cindy's Library. I am Cindy, and today I'm here to talk about Jane Eyre. It's been a while since I'd read this, and I'd forgotten how good it is. So Jane Eyre focuses on the childhood of Jane Eyre, which starts out unhappy. Her aunt hates her. Her cousins, especially her one in particular, is horrible to her. It's not much better when she gets sent to school. So it's a little bit better, and things really do improve. So that takes about the first 100 pages. So then we get to roughly 8 years later. Jane spends basically 8 years at the school, 6 as a pupil, 2 teaching, before, for various reasons, she decides it's time for a change. She wants to spread her wings, go out into the world, and so she does. She advertises and gets a position at a governess at a place called Thornfield Hall for a little girl. And at first it's just her and Adele, who is the little girl, and a housekeeper, Mrs. Fairfax, and a handful of other servants. Mr. Rochester, who is the master of the house, isn't even home. But eventually he does come home, and things really pick up. Oh, and there are some wonderful things in here. Let's see. Well, a lot about faith and about how to live a good life and things like that I truly enjoy in here. And Jane is an amazing character, very fiery. She's really just the best. What can I say? Oh, Mr. Rochester. Oh, I do feel for his situation. It is not his fault that divorce laws are so difficult to come by at this particular time. Some people I know these days have a race reading of the whole situation with Bertha. And if you know about that, you know. And I'm not saying that's not valid. I am just saying that from what I can gather, she really was mad, which definitely complicates everything. So, and yeah, Mr. Rochester, for most of the book, is in many ways problematic. The one good thing about that story-wise is that just shows off how wonderful and strong Jane is. And then there is Sinclair. Sinclair. He is a character towards the end of the book. He gets points for being interesting, but in some ways, he is even worse than Mr. Rochester, because Mr. Rochester is the more obvious danger. Sinclair is the more subtle danger, and he would probably be offended for anyone thinking that he was a dangerous person, and he wouldn't even get it because he doesn't understand Jane and her position at all. And which is a pity because his whole thing is about being good in the greatest way possible. And there is goodness and greatness connected with that. But Jane is right. That has a tendency to step on other people. So very interesting. And this means I can give some Bronte ratings. So you can look forward to that here shortly. In the meantime, how is Victober going for you? Have you read Jane Eyre? And if so, what did you think about it? And I will let you know my Bronte rankings soon. Feel free to leave questions or comments. Thank you, as always, for stopping by. I hope we all stay safe and healthy until next time, and happy reading!